Hello, hello. Here I am, once again, in the wasteland. Early as fuck. Not really early as fuck, but like pretty early. But I'm up. I'm ready. We're gonna go.
This unit is ready to serve.
Time to hit the road.
Acknowledged.
Don't mind me. I'm just looking at the audio. That should be good.
Gonna be a good fight! I hear something.
No, you don't. You hear anything?
Who's there?
Nobody. Nobody at all.
Analysis green. Security operation successful. Resuming normal operation.
He's enjoying himself over there. Don't mind him.
What's that? Someone there? Gonna splatter your brain!
one's here, General. There it is. Pretty impressive, huh? Its real name is Fort Independence, but the Minutemen always just called it the castle. Now you can see why I wanted to take it back.
Maybe. Those walls could definitely use some work.
I'll admit, it's seen better days. But the Minutemen have never been afraid of hard work. Our primary objective is to clear the courtyard. That's where we should see the most opposition. The wall on this side is the most exposed. But if we circle around south, we could also reach the main gate.
What are we waiting for? Let's just get in there and shoot those lobsters.
No. If we split up, we can flank them from both sides. It'll be like shooting fish in a barrel.
Why not let them come to us? We set up a firing line on this side and you can draw them out.
Well, General, what do you think?
Now let's try the let's drop a quickie here. Let's draw them
Set
up.
up a firing line, and I'll draw them out.
Sounds good. We'll hold back and wait for them to come to us. Just don't get yourself trapped in there. All right, people. You heard the General. Let's move out. Try not to draw their attention until we're in position.
I'm sorry, how many of them are? How many? There's 4? There's 4 of you. Oh. Alright. Now I feel a bit more confident about this.
What? Still in one.
Hostiles neutralized. Recommend immediate repairs to primary systems to ensure continued operation. All neutralized. Hostile within perimeter.
Damn. Looks like they've been nesting. We're gonna have to take out these eggs. They'll be back before we know it.
Looks like a hole up inside old buildings, so the walls are probably full of them.
Sure looks that way. Here's how we're gonna play this. You hold here in the courtyard and take care of any eggs you find. The General and I will clear the walls.
Yes, sir.
Let's do this, General.
I knew it!
What was that?
Another one for the Minutemen. Let's focus on getting the radio fixed for right now. All right. Good work, people. But we aren't done yet. The General and I are gonna have a look at the radio, see what shape it's in. The rest of you, clear out any remaining Mirelurks or eggs you find. Let's go see if there's anything left of the old
Nice.
transmitter. Well,
Once I power this up,
guess it could be
we'll
worse.
be ready to
See what
broadcast.
you can do with it. I'm gonna go see what else is left around this old place.
No, I have fun on that side.
Once I power this up, we'll be ready to broadcast. Once I power this up, we'll be ready to broadcast. Once I power this up, we'll be ready to broadcast.
I am very confused now. Power the radio transmitter. That's what I'm doing, yeah. Not required. Alright.
Seems to be in working order.
Wow, we really did it. I've been watching the Minutemen fall to pieces for so long, this is really something. Now we've got to pay off on what we've started. Bring the whole Commonwealth together and make it last this time. So, you know, back to business. But with Radio Freedom up and running, we can broadcast alerts to you anywhere, anytime. Which reminds me, I've got another trouble spot for you to check out.
Of course
Sounds
you do.
like they're trying to stand up to some raiders. It's a good chance to show how much better things could be if we'd all stick together.
Broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth.
Hey there.
Is there something you need?
Got a message. Finch Farm is asking for help.
How are you feeling?
I'm glad to have the chance to return the favor. After all the help you gave me. Anything else?
No, nothing.
All right.
Hey there.
Is there something you need?
No, nothing.
No problem. We've got company.
Hey,
Affirmative.
Some luck.
hold up a sec.
Awaiting instructions. Returning to origin immediately.
Here we go! This karma's paying off.
The guy who keeps leaving fucking missiles lying around. Jesus Christ.
What the?
What the?
Analysis
Anyway, before I get fucking, before I fuck going on this, have that back to back. No, 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 no. We're moving on, doing something else. We're not fortifying the position. I'm doing that. I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
A pleasure to see you again, sir. Are you ready to depart?
Time to hit the road.
Excellent. I'll endeavor to do my best.
Right, it's in the Old North Church. I recall. If I recollect correctly.
If you find any spare parts, be sure to let me know. We've got company. Let me have this one. Let's take them out.
So, that's not right. It spins.
My brain's like, what was it again? Ugh. My brain is melting.
So it starts with R? No. Have to start over. Here we go again.
I don't know whether or not those are good sounds or bad sounds. I don't know, dude. Yeah.
Hey, hold up there. First time in Good Neighbor? You can't go walking around without insurance.
My brother, my brother in Christ.
You better back off, or you're the one who's gonna need insurance.
Well, hey, all right. We'll just say your insurance is paid up for now, okay?
Someone steps through the gate the first time, they're a guest. You lay off that extortion crap.
What do you care? He ain't one of us.
No love for your mayor, Finn? I said let him go.
Be soft, Hancock. You keep letting outsiders walk all over us. One day, there'll be a new man.
Come on, man. This is me we're talking about. Let me tell you something. Now, why'd you have to go and say that, huh? Breaking my heart over here. Now I know you had old Finn handled back there, but a mayor's gotta make a point sometimes. You alright?
You killed him.
Got a good pair of eyes on you. I think you'll fit in here. Good neighbors of the people, for the people. You feel me? Everyone's welcome.
Good neighbor? That what you call this place?
That's right. We cobbled this little neighborhood together out of the freaks and misfits that just wouldn't be accepted anywhere else. You'll see. You make enough friends here, you'll call this place home soon enough. So long as you remember who's in charge.
How did I not notice that before? I can't change the color. Yay, boy. Yo, 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 yo. How did I not notice that? Derp, 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 derp. Oh, right. Can't change the power armor color. Unfortunately.
Well, hello. Everything here is guaranteed to injure, maim, or kill at your discretion. Except me. I only kill when I want to.
Let's see what you've got.
A gun for every occasion.
Ooh, 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 ee, ah. Ooh, 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 ooh. Where? It just says frag. So I guess it's this? Question mark? Do I have something for my noob tube now? A lot of caps going that way. Hey! Alright, alright, alright.
Well, Mr. Valentine, I thought you had forgotten about little me.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt.
Dr. Amari?
Yes, I take it this isn't a social call.
This one's all yours, Nick.
We need a memory dig, Amari, but it's not going to be easy. The perp, Kellogg, is already cold on the floor.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you do realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
Please. Nick told me you're the only one who can make this work.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Skip this scene. Wait.
Skip to the good part, Doc.
We plugged the brain
Okay.
implant into Mr. Valentine, assuming he's willing to take on the risks.
Hell, why not? Plenty of room in my head anyway.
You really think this'll work, Nick?
No idea. But we got a missing kid on the line. That's worth the risk.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine, just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Is Nick gonna be okay?
Yes, the connections appear to be stable. Hopefully it'll be as simple as unplugging the implant once we're done. But that doesn't get around the current problem. The memory encryption is too strong for a single mind. But what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
Any idea what I'm gonna see in there?
I have no clue. But considering we only have a single piece of the medial temporal lobe and not the whole brain, I doubt it'll be cohesive.
All right. Let's get started.
Just sit down over there and keep your fingers crossed.
See you on the other side. Anything I can lug for you? There we go.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on. Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find. Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
All 5 states have now signed on, which means that as of this moment...
Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then.
All citizens of the new California Republic.
Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did. Don't know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole.
I'm sure that's gonna take...
I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, though.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. Focus on the petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand that's what happiness felt like. It's gonna be fine. You'll see.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah, you've got to give it a chance. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kind of green.
I know. But that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the She. A lot of standing around looking tough.
Well, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I promise.
I know, Connie. I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer. That's okay. I got her. Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted. Sometimes they thought they could cheat me. That was usually only when I first arrived somewhere. Didn't matter to me. They just took it as part of the job. Little extra thrown in for free. I always got paid in the end. One way or another. There was always a job for someone like me. Didn't matter what it was. Didn't matter who I was supposed to kill. I got pretty good at it. I don't remember much from that time. It all kind of blends together. There was almost always a bar, though. That's universal. I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe. Suit yourself.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you. And, you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job is done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided.
You heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute. But I figured they were just a convenient boogeyman for anything bad that ever happened. They were real, all right. They didn't know anything about operating on the surface. Relied on their synths for everything. They had the resources I needed, and I had the expertise they needed. Turned into a permanent arrangement. Suited me just fine. The first synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more, and kept making them better each time. They still give me the creeps, but you have to get used to them if you want to work with the Institute. First synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more, and kept making them better each time. They still give me the creeps, but you have to get used to them if you want to work with the Institute. I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again. It was just me against the world. And the world had it coming. So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I could see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate.
Systems offline.
Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me, and I made sure they knew it. The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me, and I made sure they knew it. I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. I knew who it was grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really.
Vault computers are still working. That's good. Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
Just find it.
Pod C6. Down the hall near the end.
I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our orders. Guess the old man didn't want so many loose ends. Too bad he left alive the one person he shouldn't have. I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but I never like to. And yeah, I guess it did remind me of her. Yeah, I'm a cold-hearted bastard for sure, but still human. Better this way, though. Better than taking her kid and leaving her alive. Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving him alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too.
This is the one. Here.
Open it.
Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's going to be fine.
Come here. Come here. No, I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only going to tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean.
God damn it. Get the kid out of here. Let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic cables reinitialized.
What's the holdup?
I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. Come on. All right, we're good.
I'm sorry. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready. This appears to be a very recent memory. So, good news, I think.
Wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long. This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up.
Kellogg.
It's okay. One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
The new breed of synths could easily pass as human. Some of them did. But the coursers, they weren't built to blend in. They were killing machines, pure and simple. Smarter, stronger, and faster than almost any real human. I'm just glad they were always on my side. Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
Flashbang!
Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
That power armor will provide adequate protection.
I'm gonna be right back real quick.
Dr. Amari.
Let's start over. How are you feeling?
Am I okay? Are you seeing anything bad?
Don't be alarmed, but I honestly don't know what to look for. As I said before, this is uncharted territory, but your neural and physiological readings have returned to normal. From a medical standpoint, you're fine. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
You were along for the ride, weren't you? You saw what I saw.
Yes, but it's important we review everything together, in case either of us missed anything.
There's more than one person who knows about the Institute. Virgil, that scientist who escaped.
I didn't know Institute scientists could defect. This changes everything. He could answer all sorts of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That can't be right. No one would risk going there, not even to hide.
That's why he's there. To make the Institute think twice about following him.
That must be it. He's using the radiation in the glowing sea like a shield, or a cloak, a way to throw them off and be at an advantage. If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do the same. If you're going to follow him.
I'll find a way to get through the rads. Don't worry.
Good luck. And be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
Amari.
Be careful of the radiation. The glowing sea isn't a place to be caught unprepared.
I guess that's all the dialogue then. I thought I'd be able to cycle through the dialogue and hear all she got, but apparently not. Oh, Janet.
Hey, Valentine.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head.
Kellogg. Is that you?
What? What are you talking about?
You sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Huh. Mari said there might be some mnemonic impressions left over. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going. Or I could head back to Diamond City, since you've got company already.
Let's get going, Nick.
Been one heck of a ride so far. Let's see where it takes us next. Hey, let me ask you something.
Is something wrong?
Well, I sort of had the same question. I wanted to make sure you're holding up all right.
Why do you ask?
I just had a hard go with the transition myself. Took me a long damn time to get a feel for this place. Thank goodness I found Diamond City. It's got its flaws, sure, but it beats the hell out of anywhere else in the Commonwealth. Of course, when I took up there back when, people were just as scared of the Institute as they are now. Maybe more. The massacre of the CPG was still pretty fresh in people's minds at that point. Folks were still losing sleep over the broken mask. Plenty of people assumed I was just a saboteur, moving in to melt down the reactor or poison the drinking water. But at the time, they couldn't exactly turn me away.
Massacre of the CPG? What's that?
The Commonwealth Provisional Government. Years back, a group of settlements tried to get together and form a coalition. Every settlement with even a hint of clout sent representatives to try and hash out an agreement. Only the Institute sent a representative of their own, a synth. The man killed every rep at the talks. The Commonwealth Provisional Government was over before it even got off the ground. I took up in town not long after. I was damn lucky they didn't just tell me to scram right then and there.
Broken Mask?
This was long before I'd moved to town, but apparently some gentleman type shows up in Diamond City, heads down to Power Noodles. Guess he didn't like the food because he pulled his pistol and opened fire on the folks enjoying theirs. When security finally put enough holes in him to drop him, they say he was full of servos and sprockets, just like yours truly. Seems he malfunctioned, went berserk. It was the first time people realized that synths had stopped looking like me and started looking like them. Considering what these folks went through, I felt real lucky they let me in the front gate at all.
Why'd they let you in?
Because I'd rescued the mayor's daughter. Gal of about 15. Pride and joy of the mayor back then. Man by the name of Henry Roberts. The young Miss Roberts decided she'd run off with some caravan hand she'd, known for an evening. Turns out the guy was part of a gang of kidnappers. I didn't even know who I was rescuing, just stumbled on a crying girl and 4 toughs. I took her home and the mayor dubbed me a hero, offered me a place in town. Lots of folks protested, said I was a spy, but he wouldn't have it. Taking up in the city was tricky at first, but I never tried to hide what I was, and people seemed to warm to that.
In a fight, right?
You took down 4 guys by yourself?
Well, I didn't have to. Back then, synths were even more of an unknown quantity than they are today. I told them I was rigged to explode and started going beep, beep, beep. Hardest part of that rescue was keeping from laughing as they climbed over each other to get away.
That's funny.
You're not a spy, right? Testing, hello, Institute, can you hear me?
Hell if I know. If I am, the Institute's plan to gather intel on all the runaways of the Commonwealth has been going off without a hitch.
Was it hard settling in?
Yeah, they sure didn't make it easy. I started off doing the jobs no one else wanted. I got more banged up being Diamond City's handyman than I ever did living out in the ruins. But I guess folks never forgot I rescued the mayor's daughter, so they started coming to me when people went missing. Wife runs off with a new paramour and takes the rent money with her. Talk to the synth. An upset father decides moving him and the kids to Good Neighbor in the dead of night's not the worst damn idea since the bomb. Go get Nick. After a while, the jobs got so backed up, they didn't even ask me to do the handyman stuff anymore. Hell, I was so happy to do it, it was months before I started charging anyone. I never stopped being Nick the Synth, but it was Nick the Detective folks came to see. It was about then that things finally started feeling normal. It took me a long time to realize that home is where you make it. With some time and effort, this place can be home for you, too. That's a long story, but I hope it helps. Want to get moving?
Hey.
Go on.
Nick.
There's something bothering you?
Your thoughts?
Who do you think actually won the war? Nobody, I guess.
Well, according to the TV show Vault-Tec ?
Your thoughts?
The Commonwealth can take a real toll on you if you let it. Seen this place make monsters out of men.
Your thoughts?
You good to keep going? I don't sleep or eat or anything like that. But if you need to, you do it.
Your thoughts?
You'd be shocked how many folks I've managed to convince I'm just a really sick ghoul.
Your thoughts?
The Commonwealth's not an easy place to travel alone. Nice to have someone watching my back.
Your thoughts?
Too many folks these days count on violence to solve their problems. You only have to look around to see where that got us.
Your thoughts?
Should we get a move on?
Just wanted to check in. See how you feel things are going between us.
Got no major complaints at the moment.
That's all.
Suit yourself.
You old bucket of bolts, it's Marty. I know it's been a while, but I came across a little mystery I thought might get your circuits firing. You remember that ugly grasshopper statue on top of Faneuil Hall? Turns out it's got a note in it. A note written by the son of one Shem Drown. I don't expect that name means anything to you, but the guy was a coppersmith. Way back when folks did shit like that. Apparently, this note leads straight to the old guy's stash. I don't know what's in it, but I'd sure like to know if it's still there. I'm gonna go do a little recon on the hall. If you decide you want to get the team back together, you let me know.
Daisy, glad you can make it. How's my favorite girl doing? Didn't I see you on a date with Morowski the other day?
Huh, he wishes.
All right, we're getting off track. What was I saying? Oh, that's right, what matters. We freaks gotta stick together. And the best way to stick together is to keep an eye out for what drives us apart. You feel me?
Yeah, you tell it like it is, Hancock.
Now, what out there in our big, friendly Commonwealth would want to drive us apart? What kind of twisted, unneighborly boogeyman would want to hurt our peaceful community?
Yeah, the Institute and their sins.
That's right. Who said that? Coming up to my office later, you've earned yourself some jet. The Institute. They're the real enemy. Not the Raiders. Not the super mutants. Not even those tools over in Diamond City.
I don't know, Hancock. I'd sure love to give McDonough a kick in the ass.
Hey, we all know I got my own personal beef with that lardhead. But stay focused. Now, I want everyone to keep the Institute in mind. When someone starts acting funny. When people are doing things they don't normally do. When family starts pushing you away for no reason. We all know who's behind that kind of shit. And the only way to stop it is to stick together. They can't control us if we're not afraid. Now, who's scared of the Institute?
Not us.
And which town in the Commonwealth should the Institute not fuck with?
Good neighbor.
Good neighbor.
And who's in charge of good neighbor?
Hancock.
Hancock!
Of the people, for the people.
Brotherhood of Steel better stay out of Good Neighbor. All I'm saying.
my guy if the Brotherhood.
What's up? What a day, huh?
What a day, huh? I know that motherfucker. I know that bald head anyway. I know that motherfucker. Oh yeah, what the fuck was it called again? On second thought, let's continue my brotherhoodness. Hello, Dawn.
You lead the way, and I'll always be close behind.
Dance.
Ready to continue our mission, soldier?
Ready.
Roger that.
A side note, when I was playing this, I had to dance spill the beans about his backstory. Or I should say, his alleged backstory. Da-da-da, da-da-da. So I already know. I am already aware of what he really is.
Protect and serve.
Scribe Halen.
I hope you brought that artifact back in one piece.
Here it is.
Good work. Here's tech will always be in demand. Once you're ready, come find me.
Affirmative.
Great. I mark the location on your map. Stay alert.
Yeah, the mission for that.
Site has gone 0 days without an
Our
incident.
vertibirds should give us the air superiority we need to win this war.
Quit screwing around and get out there. Get moving. That location isn't gonna clear itself.
But I already.
That's an interesting find. And still intact.
That mission is bugged. It is bugged. So no remissions for that dipshit. the learning curve. Speak to this threat. Is that not up here?
This area is under our protection.
Get on that gunship, soldier. I want Fort Strong cleared and that stockpile secured.
Can't talk right now.
Did you complete the patrol so soon? Or I guess you could have discovered some technical documents.
I found some technical documents for you.
These will prove interesting. I'll file them immediately. Here are the caps that I promised. Remember, the Commonwealth is an almost unlimited source for these technical documents. Check every building you explore during your patrols very carefully, and you might be pleasantly surprised at what you find.
By Elder Maxon's orders, all forms of technology should be confiscated or collected.
Excuse me.
Can you believe synths are replacing humans with exact duplicates? Makes me sick.
If Elder Maxon ordered me to follow him to the gates of hell, I'd be the first one to kick them. When I get off duty, that Salisbury steak is mine.
What scribe am I supposed to be fucking talking to here?
Hesitating to pull the trigger on any of the Commonwealth scum. Can't be fake.
Oh, it's that fucking airport. What the fuck's the scribe? It's on fucking ground. It's not even in the airship. Derp, the derp, the derp, derp.
Having the Prydwen moored above the airport keeps the Brotherhood within striking distance of the city.
The last person that disobeyed Captain Kells ended up scraping rust off of the Prydwen's hull from the outside.
Ready, sir?
What's the mission?
Search and retrieve research patrol, sir. I collect data, you watch my back.
Let's do this.
Yes, sir. Here's the location. I'll follow your lead, sir.
Now, if I fast travel, would he come with me? Or is this going to be a walking situation? Is this going to be a long walk situation? Okay. I wish Dance would be wearing his fucking helmet, man. Is that even in his inventory? Can I slap it on his head right now?
Hey, go ahead.
It isn't. Wear your helmet, damn it! Oh.
Remain vigilant. I know they're still here. Anything useful?
The fuck was that?
You gotta be joking.
Something doesn't feel right. We may have a
Another victory for the Brotherhood.
fought in several harsh environments, but darkness has always been one of
Someone's
the
out there.
toughest.
Just get warmed up over here.
Jungle only.
Judging
What was
from the
that?
amount of dust. It's safe to assume that the first people to investigate.
Mission accomplished. Light 'em up. What? Threat neutralized.
Sweet.
The heck? What was that? The Brotherhood.
It's gonna be a hard thing to walk into this fucking room of being absolutely eviscerated. Dance is taking point. Me and the scribe are in the back.
Where'd that little fucker go?
Where'd they go?
Standing down.
Hold up. I think we're being stalked.
Over there. Got him. This is the part of the job
Area
I
secure.
love.
Heads up.
What do you...
Here you go, Dance. Have fun, my friend.
Go on.
I'd gladly lay down my life if it keeps humanity from repeating the apocalypse.
It's over, Raiders. We have the high ground.
Disappearing act. Huh?
Who's there? Target down.
Did he do the thing?
Developing this level of technology is a lost art that the Brotherhood's hoping to revive. I'd just leave that if I were you.
And yes, he did. But we out here, Mr. Pizzle. Well, while that loads, I'm a be right back.
finished your mission?
Yes, sir.
Good. Here's payment for a job well done. Please, if you can spare the time for another patrol, come find me.
I found some technical documents for you.
Splendid. I'll put them to use right away. Here are the caps that I promised. Remember, the Commonwealth is an almost unlimited source for these technical documents. Check every building you explore during your patrols very carefully, and you might be pleasantly surprised at what you find.
Proctor.
Ah, Knight. You have technical documents, perhaps? Or looking to assist on a research patrol?
I can handle another patrol.
Good. Good. There's too much information out there, and it mustn't go to waste. Meet the scribe on the ground. Your mission is to escort and protect a scribe while locating a data source. Once found, the scribe will extract the data, and you'll return both data and scribe safely back to the base.
Commonwealth looks bad. You should see the capital wasteland.
I have.
Would you like me to go with you?
Not at the moment, Ada. I'm doing Brotherhood thing.
Maybe I could carry some of that for you.
Hmm. Trying to remember the fuck that other distress signal was for the last part of Lost Patrols, but I can't fucking remember. So let's just go air out some fucking supermutants, shall we? Shall we dance? Oh, I could have fucking grabbed an extra helmet for him. But he's wearing his goddamn helmet.
You got a new assignment.
Yeah, research patrol.
Babysitting field scribes. Prestigious.
Beats guard duty. Why? What'd you get?
Vanguard.
You're kidding.
Shipping out into the next rotation. I'll try to leave a couple of super mutants for you.
Is it the wrong vertebrate?
Lucky bastard.
I think that was the wrong vertebrate.
Welcome aboard, Knight. Instruments are green, and we're cleared for release. Target acquired. I'll try and keep him in your sights.
This area seems to be in disarray.
Rip his legs clean off.
Yes.
Sound, what is it? What's that?
Whatever this thing was, it's been totally torn to pieces.
No fight today.
Exterminate!
They're out there somewhere. Where'd you go? Huh?
Found them! Clear!
Do it! Scream! Scream for doom!
We do it in the Brotherhood. Remain vigilant. This place may have...
I've only seen the specs for these little beauties on paper, so Private Bertram and I snuck down to take care of it. When I heard that the Eggheads were designing a man-portable nuke launcher, I thought they were nuts. But they actually got the damn thing to work. And after seeing the real thing sitting right in front of me, I think they could be just enough to tip the balance of this war in our favor. I mean, can you imagine the look on the enemy's face when we get dropped into Anchorage carrying these babies? They won't know what hit them.
Quite a bit of trash to pick through here. Searching through it could prove beneficial.
£3, really? I think it's it for this one. No. What? Nani? What did I miss? Clearly, I missed something.
Watch your step. There's quite a bit of debris here.
Oh, an elevator. Like, I don't see any fucking stairs, and there's an elevator in the corner.
Quite a bit of trash to pick through here. Searching through it could prove beneficial. We should search this area carefully for any technical documentation or pre-war artifacts. This equipment's here for a reason.
Got it.
What? Who's there?
Nobody.
Excuse me, Paladin Dance?
Look at this place. You must hate these mutants as much as I do.
Is it because of what they did to your friend, Cutler?
Cutler was only one of their victims. Who knows how many others have suffered the same fate? These monstrosities are just another example of man blindly taking a step forward only to wind up stumbling 2 steps back. I've been fighting for years, trying to put a stop to this madness. And just when I thought we were getting the upper hand, along come the synths. I've seen what these super mutants do to people. Can you imagine what the synths would do to us if they ever got the upper hand? It would be Armageddon repeated, and maybe the end of everything that we hold dear. Look, I don't mean to bore you with my rhetoric. I just want you to understand how important these missions are.
Don't apologize. It reminds me why I'm doing this.
Thank you, brother. It's good to know you're taking my advice to heart. Anyway, that's enough of that. What's important here is that you got the job done and secured these warheads. You should head back up to the Prydwen and talk to Maxon. I'm sure he'll want to debrief you as soon as possible. Dismissed. Head back to the Prydwen. I'll take care of the shells and the mess.
Ammunition for weapon mods. Dr. Deegan might have what you need.
Outstanding work at Fort Strong, soldier.
Too bad it wasn't the Institute.
Not to worry, Knight. You'll be dealing with them sooner than you think. In order to bring the Institute to its knees, we need to use every weapon at our disposal. I try to supply my soldiers with the best. That's why I'm giving you these. Signal grenades can call a vertibird to your location when you need aerial transport. Simply throw one to the ground, and the vertibird will hone in on the unique electromagnetic smoke it emits. Once you're aboard, use the map on your Pip-Boy to interface with the pilot's navigation system, so he'll be able to take you wherever you need.
Where can I get more signal grenades?
I'd use the supply I gave you sparingly. These devices are far more complex than a standard smoke grenade. Should you need more, you should acquire them from Proctor Teagan.
Will the vertibird stay and help me fight?
I'm afraid I can't spare a fully armed gunship for this task. A standard transport will have to suffice. Of course, nothing stopping you from using the door gun while in flight.
Thank you, Elder. I'll make good use of them.
I expect that you will. Now, I'm sure you're aware that Fort Strong was simply the first step towards the liberation of the Commonwealth. An even greater task lies ahead. By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded by Paladin Dance's recon team. According to our scribes, the reading indicated a level of technology that only the Institute could achieve. The moment this information came to light, our mission became clear. The Institute, and everyone responsible for the creation of the synths, must be eliminated at all costs. To accomplish this goal, we need to locate the Institute's headquarters. I've had our scribes meticulously searching the Commonwealth, but they've come up empty-handed.
Sounds like you're gonna have me crawling through the sewers now.
It could be the sewers, the transit tunnels, or maybe an old vault. We just don't have enough information right now. I want you to get out there and become our eyes and ears on the ground. You seem to have a vested interest in locating the Institute before we met, so I'm confident you'll travel in the right circles. If you discover a way in, I need you to report it to me immediately. Any questions, Knight?
Could those mysterious energy readings Paladin Dance's recon team detected be related to teleportation?
The level of technology that the Institute possesses is far beyond our own, so we're not certain. However, that would explain why the readings are so random and short-lived. I'll have our scribes focus on improving our scanning techniques to learn more. Anything else you wanted to ask, Knight?
Aren't there any pre-war records about the Institute that might help us?
Our records indicate that the Institute was born from the remnants of a pre-war educational facility. the Commonwealth Institute of Technology. The ruins of the facility are at the center of the city, but we've already searched them thoroughly. The location appears to have been abandoned long ago, so it appears that the trail ends there. Anything else, Knight?
Any suggestions where I should look next?
Your meeting with Dr. Amari seemed fairly telling. If the Institute has the capability to teleport its synths, then we're in for quite a fight. There must be a way to tap into the teleport signal, and your mysterious lead in the glowing sea could provide us with the answer. If you need any assistance mitigating the radiation in that godforsaken location, speak to Proctor Tegan. I'm certain he'd be willing to help.
Not right now, Elder.
Very well then. Dismissed.
Elder Maxon.
Questions, Knight?
Not right now, Elder.
Very well then. Dismissed.
Just fixed a few power armor mods and gave them to Tegan. You might want to check them out.
That's two people now that want me to go talk to fucking Tegan.
Across the board.
Engine turbines at 80.
I too, I guess I need to go talk to the Proctor again because I have technical documents. I have tech docs to give him.
I feel I'll simply never be able to keep up with these requests for technical documents and research.
I found some technical documents for you.
And they're in wonderful condition as well. Excellent work. Here are the caps that I promised. Remember, the Commonwealth is an almost unlimited source for these technical... Check every building you...
Proctor Quinlan.
Stay alert for the scribe's sake. Remember who the real soldier is out there.
Never mind. I gotta go.
Oh, well. All right, then.
So you're the new knight I heard about? Glad to have you on the team.
Are you talking to me? It's like, who the fuck's talking to me?
Hail Knight.
Okay, that's technically my suit over there.
Well, the Brotherhood's got a lifetime supply of nuclear ordnance thanks to you. I expect you could use a resupply after a scrap like that.
Have anything unusual?
I have some special mods I've been working on. Sort of a hobby I have to pass the time. Real high-powered stuff. Slap a few of them onto your weapons, and I am pretty sure they'll put a smile on your face.
Let's hear a bit more about that extra work you mentioned.
Hard to resist the lure of extra caps. The food stores don't replenish themselves, so I need legs on the ground to hit up farms in the area. We'll be requisitioning a portion of their harvest, and I need that food crated and ready to go for when I send out a collection team. Your mission will be to ensure full cooperation of the civilian farmers, by any means necessary.
Hold up. Any meats?
Any means necessary? You're giving me carte blanche on this.
You said it. Like they say, if you aren't with us, you're against us. Think you can handle that?
I'm in.
Thought you would be. You'll find the farm on your map. Don't forget, you get their cooperation by any means necessary.
Excuse me, Proctor Tegan.
Most farmers won't be too happy about donating their crops, so watch your back out there.
Let me see what you have.
Be my guest.
So I'm going to do one, two, be right back again. No, actually, I'm going to drop off this power armor. Be right back again. Collect my free suit of power armor. Find where the fuck Gantz is. And continue with the Brotherhood.
Would you like me to go with you?
Not at the moment. Alright. Back to the front one. Pick up my free set of T60.
Hold up, Knight. Let me make one thing clear. As a member of the Brotherhood, you serve under my command. If you want my respect, you will have to earn it. When I give you a mission, I expect results. Is that clear?
I have orders from Elder Maxon, Captain.
And those are your top priority. But you take orders from me as well. I want you to take charge of a recovery operation. The Brotherhood has been monitoring the Commonwealth for some time now, ever since we learned of the synth threat. We've dispatched a number of reconnaissance teams. Paladin Dance's squad was far from the first. The previous team was dispatched 3 years ago. They never reported back. Officially, they're missing. Presumed dead.
Was there a rescue mission?
Of course not. We don't have the resources or the manpower to conduct a search like that. Recon teams in the field have to rely on their skills and training to survive. They know the risks, but we honor those who give their lives in the line of duty. Your orders are to search for the missing recon team and recover their effects.
I don't like that guy in the background giving him his fucking side eye.
Is that understood?
It's been 3 years. They could be anywhere by now.
Their insertion point was in the hills near Malden. Survey the area and establish a search pattern. Monitor your radio for distress signals. All recon teams are issued distress pulsars that put out a short-range homing beacon. Acquire a signal, and you should be able to trace it back to its source. That's all, Knight. Dismissed.
Excuse me.
You haven't lived until you've tipped a Brahmin with a vertibird. Now that's a challenge.
It just seems like a dick move. I'm not gonna lie. It just kind of seems like a dick move. Why would you do that to the poor Brahmin? Just tip it over with a fucking vertibird? Like, bruh.
Attention. This is a notice to all personnel. Please think of your brothers and sisters down below. Thoroughly secure all gear while on the flight deck. Thank you.
You can count on me.
Paladin Dance.
Ready to continue our mission, soldier?
Ready.
Roger that.
Charging into a situation guns blazing is a good way to get yourself killed.
Building something?
We'll stop the Institute. For Maxon and for the Brotherhood. Unless you like getting shot, never turn your back on a gunner. I prefer laser weapons myself. It's a cleaner shot, and it leaves that memorable ozone smell behind.
Like getting radiation sickness. I'd stay away from ferals.
A pleasure to see you again, sir. You certainly know your way around a workbench.
Look alive. Need something? Switching out your gear?
I'll never mistake him for another guy because he'll be the only one with a white helmet. I'm using 40k logic with this one. He's a main character. How do you know? He has his helmet painted different color. Actually, that would be more like anime logic. 40k logic would be because he's a higher rank. There we go. What mission was I looking for? Right, that mission. Just for recon. We're gonna talk to some farmers here. Pick up the scribe, talk to some farmers.
If you run into any synths, shoot to kill. We don't take prisoners.
Hi.
Ready, sir?
Let's do this.
Roger that. Here's the location. I'll follow your lead, sir.
Put two in the head and they'll stay dead. Twice to live by.
We need to get out of this radiation. Now.
Gotta put the brighter headlamp on his helmet. I'll do that later.
You don't look like you're here to trade.
What would you take for your crops?
Never thought about that. I'd have to say 1,000 caps would cover it.
How about 500 caps?
Not the best deal I ever made, but okay. Crops will be ready after harvest.
That was pretty easy. Talk no jutsu. Yes. It's kind of funny. Oh, we don't have the resources to look for the recon team. Meanwhile, they drop literally right beside it.
Look alive.
Awaiting your command.
Oh, what the fuck? Stop. What the hell's going on here?
All right. Be glad to share the burden. Carrying too much gear is tactically dangerous, soldier.
Won't be able to pick this.
Night Burnham. Right.
It's fused solid. This one too. What happened here?
Oh, hollow tag.
Ambushed on the road. We're outnumbered 5 to 1. Farnham, report.
Force down to 5%!
We'll have to scuttle the armor. We can't let them have it.
Farham!
Damn it! Aspen set the self-destruct. Ferris, fall back. We'll head for the old military base, then try to make it to our holdout. The code will be our call sign. All right, move, move, move!
What a choice. With no armor and no supplies, their odds of survival were low. But that was the right decision. Technology must be protected, no matter the cost. That just leaves Paladin Brandis. He always was a survivor, but after all this time... The holotapes mention a bunker. I think I know the one. It was part of my original mission brief. Let's move out.
They already came across. I forgot what part It was one of the earlier parts when I was just walking around.
Recon Bunker Theta. This is the holdout site. Stay vigilant. I feel better knowing you have my back.
Freeze! One more step and I'll blow your damn heads off!
Paladin Brandis?
Who are you? Who sent you? How did you get in here?
Calm down. We're just here to talk.
Talk? Why? Who sent you? What are you doing here?
It's Dance. Paladin Dance. Don't you recognize me?
Dance? No, that can't be. Why are you here?
I was dispatched to the Commonwealth on a recon mission, Paladin, just like yours.
How did you find me? I've been alone. All alone. For so long.
Drop the gun, and we'll talk.
No. I can't trust you. I can't trust you. Freeze! One more step and I'll blow your damn heads off.
Paladin Brandis?
Who are you? Who sent you? How did you get in here?
Calm down. We're just here to talk.
Talk? Why? Who sent you? What are you doing here?
It's Dance. Paladin Dance. Don't you recognize me?
Dance? No, that can't be. Why are you here?
I was dispatched to the Commonwealth on a recon mission, Paladin, just like yours.
How did you find me? I've been alone. All alone. For so long.
We followed the distress beacons left by your team. Their holotapes led us here.
The others? What happened to them?
They're dead, Paladin. I recovered their tags.
You did? Thank you. This really means a lot to me. I tried to go back for them, you know. There was nothing I could do, not alone, but I'd hoped. You've been through a lot to find me. I should give you something. I've collected a lot over the years. Technology, odds and ends. If you see anything you want, take it.
Come back with us. You're still a member of the Brotherhood, Paladin.
What? No, I couldn't. Not after everything that's happened.
The Brotherhood needs you, Paladin. It's time you reported in.
I can't. It's been too long. I wouldn't be of any use.
No one knows the Commonwealth better than you. We need your help.
I've been here too long. I'm not myself. Would they still take me?
Holy fuck, dude.
The Brotherhood will honor the memory of your team. Shouldn't you be the one to tell their story?
Unless I go back, their sacrifices, everything we went through, it'll be forgotten. I can't let that happen. I'll do it. For them. All right, I'll get my things. Head to the airport. Thank you. Thank you for everything. I'll need some time to get my things together.
Yes.
gonna
Go
take
ahead.
me a while.
Paladin Dance, you handled yourself well. Will the Brotherhood take him back?
Not like that. He'll be placed under observation until he's fit for duty again. Still, his experience and knowledge of the Commonwealth make him an asset. He won't be turned away. Captain Kells will want to hear about this. Let's report in. I know this may sound like a strange question, but tell me, what do you think about Scribe Halen?
Scribe Halen? Why? Is something wrong with her?
No, not at all. Halen's doing well. I simply wanted to talk to you about her, but I wanted to know what you thought of her first.
I don't think I know her well enough to give you a military evaluation.
That's a shame. Perhaps you should spend more time working with her then. She's a model soldier. But I wasn't looking for an evaluation of her performance as a scribe. I wanted to know what you thought of Halen as a person.
This isn't like you, Dance. Are you gonna tell me what this is all about?
I suppose I'm beating around the bush because I don't normally find these discussions easy to handle. I'll try and get right to the point. The truth is, I'm worried about her. Since you and I are getting along so well, I felt like I could confide in you about it, to get your honest opinion.
She seems to be able to handle herself. Why are you worried?
Halen is a model scribe. This has nothing to do with her capabilities in the field. A few months before you found us, one of my men was shot multiple times by raiders. Halen stayed by that knight's side for 2 days straight, without sleep, fighting to keep him alive. But he was on a slow decline. I decided that his suffering needed to end, and ordered Halen to administer an overdose of painkillers, so he could die with dignity. Even though I'm certain she wanted to continue fighting for that knight's life. She injected him without question.
Are you asking me whether or not I approve?
Of course not. I stand by every order I've ever given. That soldier was gravely wounded. Even if, by some miracle, he happened to survive, he would have been paralyzed for life. But the decision whether or not to ease that soldier's suffering isn't the point here. The point is what happened later that same evening. Halen approached me while I was on watch. She didn't say a word, but I could tell something was wrong. After what felt like an eternity, she collapsed into my arms, crying. I didn't know what to do, so I just held her for a while. A few minutes later, she stopped, kissed me on the cheek, and simply said, "Thank you," before heading back into the police station. Right then it hit me. Maybe I pushed her too hard. I ordered her to ignore her instincts, to do something her medical training told her was wrong. That's why I'm worried about her, and for that matter, everyone under my command.
This isn't really about Halen, is it?
No, I guess it isn't. Look, 4 soldiers. Over half of my team are gone. Each one of them died because of decisions that I made. I understand the risks that come with the job. We all do. But how can anyone have confidence in me anymore? Hell, how can I have confidence in myself?
Would it make you feel better if I told you that I believed in you?
Actually, it does. Well, it looks like things have taken a turn. I signed up to be your sponsor, so I teach you everything that I know. But it looks like I'm the one that needed the lesson today. All joking aside, I'm pleased that we had this discussion. And with all the problems you're facing, you still took the time to listen. It's comforting to know that I can speak to you as more than just your commanding officer.
Next next time you want to talk to me about yourself, try and be a little more upfront about it.
I apologize for that. I've never had anyone who actually cared how I felt, so I have a difficult time opening up. Anyway, thanks for letting me get that off my shoulders. I think it's been weighing on me more than I realized. I'm only sorry you had to see me at my worst, instead of at my best.
Move along, you're in the way.
He's the one that wanted to talk to me and send the book. Oh, fuck, dude.
Hey, ready.
Dance.
Can I help?
Your thoughts?
You watch my back, I'll watch yours.
Your thoughts?
Call me old-fashioned, but there's nothing better than being boots on the ground.
Your thoughts?
We should take a moment to remember all the soldiers who died fighting for what they believed in.
Your thoughts?
I can count the number of people I can depend on with one hand. You're definitely one of them.
Your thoughts?
You're more than worthy to wear our uniform. Be proud.
Your thoughts?
With the Brotherhood behind us, we'll never fall.
Your thoughts?
Being here almost makes me feel like I'm coming home. Isn't that strange?
Your thoughts?
There's Brotherhood, then there's everything else. Nothing in between.
Your thoughts?
Thanks to you, we're making a difference out here.
Your thoughts?
If we're fortunate, we might be able to recover some weapons or ammunition from this site.
That was it?
Not a problem.
This poor Scrappy. He's just standing there listening to all this. It's like, Turn to the proctor.
Heads up.
Awaiting your... command.
No sign of him now.
I should probably go upload some shit. But I am over encumbered.
A pleasure to see you again.
Heads up. All right. Let's see what you've got.
You might want to drop some of those things you carry.
uh already.
not gonna make this easy for you.
Safety's off. Going weapons cold. Heck, what was that?
Lost them. Found them. Switching to search.
Find you.
Find him? Hell yeah.
You gotta be joking.
We're Elder Maxson.
Target's gone. Lost him.
Time to reel him.
Nice try.
Enemy down.
Figure you won't just run, right?
Hold up. I think we're being stalked.
Come out and identify yourself.
That's a lot of rain. Alrighty then.
Been hearing things all day. Another big something's out there.
Nothing there now.
Did she just drop kick the man?
Oh man, come back! I was having fun.
Yeah, sorry about your scribe.
Where'd that little fucker go?
But
Come on out. I'll make it nice and quick. You can trust me.
Not really. There's so many fucking raiders in here, dude.
Shit! Lost.
Fucking dope, that guy.
Hey, who's there? I must have a confession from the sleep.
There we go. Anywho, I've been going for a little over 3 hours on this one, so I'm going to end this one here and start up a new one in a little bit.